I want to talk about um, the safe spaces for Black men pertaining to Will Smith. It just came out that Jada Pinkett said that she wished Will didn't slap Chris Rock during the Oscars. We spoke on that last week, and it just seems like she's throwing him under the bus instead of standing by her man. As he did, as he quote unquote protecting her, as all the ladies are raving about. It seems very narcissistic to say that, instead of either keeping a hush or, speaking up for your husband and representing him like he represents you. And it's just like, who's protecting Will? And my homeboy Reese has a podcast, a shout out to Reese, and they spoke on that. And it's like, who's protecting Will at this point? There's been many instances that's been, seen over the internet that's gone viral where Will's been embarrassed, he's been chastised, he's been downplayed, he's been belittled. He's had to hold himself together and quote unquote be a man, and not, express any feelings or emotions, because that's what's, a lot of people deem as a man. And no one's protecting him. No one's protecting his career. No one's protecting his mental, his emotions. Psychologically, he could be going through a lot. And it's like, who's protecting Will? Who's there for Will? And, I just want to give a shout out to him because it just sucks, to he has to hold a certain standard, and he didn't do that by slapping Chris Rock. But with his household and his marriage, he has to hold a certain standard. He's already voiced that he doesn't believe in getting divorced, but it's like, hey, at some point you got to protect your own self. He's losing Netflix deals. Well, he's not losing deals, but they're postponing them. They're pausing production on a Netflix movie. They're pausing production on another movie and on a TV show. So it's just like, who's protecting Will? Who's looking out for Will, and who's keeping him safe? I think it's unfair that he's the only one in the spotlight, and for Jada to say that she wished she didn't slap him, but she didn't stop him. She didn't stop him. Like I said, the queen always protects the king, because the king has to step out of line, the whole kingdom could go down. If a king has to move off his chair, then it's dire. Then it's immediate. Then it's a real situation. So when he went to get up for that chair, she should have grabbed him. No, honey, it's okay. Let's not jeopardize, our $500 million, estate, our established careers. As far as Will Smith goes, he's an A plus celebrity. He's been the most bankable actor in the past however so years, So I think it's important that we start protecting men. Also, there's guidelines in place, there's rules in place, but who's protecting the man? Who's looking out for him? So I just feel bad because Will Smith is like, nobody's looking out for him. His daughter, his son, his wife, who's really protecting him and who's guiding him? He could be a 50-some-year-old superstar. You still need help. You still need somebody in your ear saying, don't do this, or, hey, watch out. You can never get too comfortable, and he doesn't have that, and that sucks. So, I was just want to speak on that because it's just terrible, that he's basically fending for himself, and he's spending his life catering to others, serving others, protecting others, providing for others. And right now he's alone, and that sucks. So no one to speak on that because no one's protecting Will. It's like, who's looking out for him? And I can honestly say, I don't think anybody is, including his wife, who should. It's not fair. It's not fair to him at all.